Hey folks, and welcome to part 8 of Spark the Electric Jester playthrough. And it's been quite some time since I've actually gotten to recording this game because there's some stuff been going on. In case you folks don't know, I now have a active Twitch, and I just finished streaming up the Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition playthrough. So if you guys want to check that out, the description, the link will be in the description below. Also, there's been news of, Smash Bros. And Crash 4, and it's just crazy, like, after not being able to record footage for a while, a whole bunch of news sure do pop up, and you know what? That's okay with me. It just gives us more of an opportunity to talk about stuff. Before I start with that, I just wanted to, folks, let you know how your day going, how you doing, how are you dealing with the current events that are going on. If you've been listening, to the news, we're going through a whole bunch of unnecessary crap right now. So, how are you folks beating the boredom? I'm pretty much just doing these videos, streaming more. I just actually started a new playthrough a few days ago prior to this recording, so, I'm just trying to beat the boredom just like everybody else, so I hope you folks are finding something entertaining to do while we all go through this together. But not to bum you folks out, I'm not going to really talk up on that because some people don't want to hear it, so, I just wanted to know how you folks are doing. Anyway, as I stated before, we got some, at the time of this recording anyway, Min Min, if I'm saying that right, I hope I'm saying that right. Min Min has been released for Smash Bros. As part of the Fighters Pass DLC. I don't have that Fighters Pass yet, so I don't know how she plays. Maybe I'll get it sometime down the road. I'm not really worried about it right now at this time, so, folks, let me know how she plays because I've seen, videos on her and how she, but it's better to play the game so you can get your impression rather than looking at other people playing it. So, you know, I'm just gonna go through that. What really threw me for a loop is the reveal of Crash 4. That's supposed to be coming out on October 2nd, I believe. At the time of this recording, we're like 3 months away from that happening, so, you know, the hype is real, it's understandable. Crash 4, it's about time. I've seen some memes on that because people are already kind of making fun of that. uh, they're making fun of the title itself because of the underlying words. But I'm not gonna explain about it. Go see the picture yourself. You'll just you have to see it for yourself. But anyway, we're into the 13th stage, I believe, of Spark the Electric Jester. There's just 3 more stages left, and we will be finished with this playthrough. I do realize that doing the 3 playthroughs, or even doing 2 playthroughs at a time, is kind of taxing because I have to switch back and forth between each playthrough, and it's not giving me enough time to record, footage for each. So this will probably be the last time that I attempt this. I'm just gonna stick with 1 playthrough at a time, just recording it. That way I could get this out to you just as fast, or I try to get it out fast. I don't know. Let me know if I should stick to, the formula that I'm doing, doing more than 1 playthrough at a time. And you guys, I have to wait a little sooner, but at least you'll get more parts within that week, or just do it one at a time and try to get, parts out continuously. Let me know what you think. Because like I stated before, I already have some games on the back burner that's just ready to go. And folks, like I stated before, I do have my other channel, which is Silent Sean Gaming. I'm finishing up the Ape Escape playthrough on that. I don't have any other games planned at this time, so I don't know, the next game that I'm going to be doing for that, but hopefully it will be something, short and enjoyable. And I know I'm saying a lot, but just can't help it. I'm just used to kind of saying that. But anyway, what I was saying, yeah, check out Silent Sean Gaming if you folks interested. Also, like I said, I'm doing the streaming thing. I just started Judgment. That game is, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it once or twice here on the channel, but that game is just fantastic, folks, and I'm glad that I'm able to enjoy the ride once again. Even though I'm doing New Game Plus, there gonna be some trophies that I'm pretty sure I missed out on because of that. I think because it's a spinoff of the, Yakuza series, so it's doing its own thing. So I was just wondering, like, if they're gonna, branch off with this. And I've always, like, the Yakuza games, I know I said Yakuza earlier, but who cares? The Yakuza games, I think you have to do more than one playthrough with those type of games, because you can, but it's taxing, try to get everything within one go, but, that's not me, so I'm just gonna keep it simple. I know I'm supposed to be doing commentary on the game here, but there's really not much of anything just going on here, folks, because we're getting close to the end game. So it's just the usual, bosses that we have to fight. This guy, he wasn't really that much of an issue, as long as you do this strategy that I'm pretty much doing, then you will be okay. So I didn't really find any issues with this guy. In the upcoming parts, though, I'm gonna have plenty to talk about, because you'll just have to wait until I eventually get to it, because I got a lot to say about that. And the amount of time it took to recording these last few parts of this game was kind of you'll have to see. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on that. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who's possibly looking forward to that, but I have a mouthful to say. And now we're in the Sunfire Forest here, which is pretty ironic because it looks like it's just covered in snow. You don't see that much of a fire going on, and Spark has a little bit of that Super Saiyan aura going on. That's going around. Yeah, you can tell I watch, Dragon Ball Z in general. I grew up with that in the 90s, back when they used to show Toonami, and I think I might have mentioned this, in some part before, but, yeah, it used to come on, right before Sailor Moon. No, it came on after Sailor Moon. So when Sailor Moon would go off, DBZ would come on. And I remember for some time that they used to show, it would end like right in the middle of the Namek saga, and then it would start over to the Saiyan saga again. That used to be aggravating, because you would never know what would happen, after, Goku gets on Namek and, wrecks the Ginyu Force. You don't see him go up against Frieza because it would always reset, and that used to be annoying, folks, because I was just hyped up to see what Goku would do against this guy when he eventually would have to fight him. So, that was always a kick in the nuts by Toonami, but that was back in the day. Now, if you want to go and see Dragon Ball Z, you can see it in two ways. You can see the original Funimation dub, or you can see the Kai version, which pretty much trims the fat of the anime, because DBZ, folks, is a lot of filler, just unnecessary filler. So if you don't like filler, just watch Kai. It trims a lot of the fat and gets to the story quicker. Or you can watch the abridged version, which will guarantee to make you laugh, and it follows the story as well. So if you're looking for a laugh, watch the abridged version. If you're looking for, the same DBZ action, but just, a lot of the unnecessary fluff, watch the Kai version. Or if you don't care about any of that, just watch the Funimation version. It's kind of dealer's choice on that. Either one, it will give you the complete DBZ story. Except for Abridged. Abridged only goes up to the Cell Saga, because they got, I guess they got burnt out. You could look up more information about that if you're curious. It's Team 4-Star. They got their own YouTube page, and they pretty much go into detail of why they stopped making a bridge and why it's pretty much the end of that. So if you're curious, you can go and just a quick simple search on YouTube, and you'll be able to find out more. information about that. And this part right here, the one where I'm bouncing back and forth between the tiles, it was annoying because I couldn't really get my footing, so I just had to pretty much play around with it a lot until I eventually got to where I needed to be. It was annoying though. You folks are not really seeing the meat of this, so you know I pretty much edit most of this out of the way, but you are seeing some of the jumbo mess that I've pretty much going through in order to get through this part. But you know, it's okay. It just gives me more time to talk about, you know, my past and stuff, the good times as they claimed it to be. So yeah, just going back on Toonami, it's not really showing. Toonami shows the same stuff now that it's gotten revived, because people have been asking about Toonami, because Toonami was absent for a long time. And I remember back in high school, Toonami was still around. It was Saturdays, and I could get my anime fix where it used to show Naruto and, you know, GT for some reason. And they even started showing the Teen Titans for some reason and American cartoons, which was okay, but I really needed that anime fix. Remember the days when they used to show Yu Yu Hakusho? I'm pretty sure many of you people remember that anime. I just gotten back into that anime a few years ago. I went to rewatch it, and it's just as good as it was before. So, you know, if you folks ever wanted to watch a good quality fighting anime, I would say, or action anime, or shojin, or whatever they call it, Yu Yu Hakusho would definitely be up there in that list. Rurouni Kenshin, I think they used to show. I think Adult Swim used to show Cowboy Bebop and Inuyasha, and you know, back when the Cartoon Network was good and not the dumpster fire that it is today. I don't like Cartoon Network, folks. The few shows that it had on there was just that, the few shows that they had that were actually good. Now, these days, all they're showing are reruns of Teen Titans Go, which are making kids stupid. They're showing Teen Titans Go, which people don't care about. I mean, if you care about this show, more power to you. They're showing reruns of, they're doing Adventure Time sometimes, which that show was great. The Amazing World of Gumball, they keep showing reruns of that. That show is wacky, but it's a good one. So that's pretty much all I see, like, when I tune in to Cartoon Network. If it's not Teen Titans Go, it's the Amazing World of Gumball. And sometimes they'll show Creative Creek, which is okay. I really can't get into that show. It's really meant for kids. This year also ended Steven Universe, which in my opinion was one of the pretty much greatest shows that Cartoon Network has had in a while. You know, it was silly. It started off silly, and then it took itself seriously once, you know, I guess the story and characters got established and whatnot. So that show ended the beginning of this year, which was kind of a bummer, but you know, all good things eventually comes to an end. I think that show had a 7-year run, which is about the average for any kids show. You know, it's the average. You know, SpongeBob is about 20 years old and it's still running for some apparently reason. I thought that show would end sooner or later, but I guess they said, nope, we're going to keep this running as long as we can. Speaking of SpongeBob, he did get a game released. It was Rehydrated SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. I played that. I played the Xbox. I think it was the Xbox version or the GameCube version. It was one of them, and I enjoyed what I played. So I don't know if I'm going to be getting, you know, Battle for Bikini Bottom. I've been hearing some stuff about it, so I don't know if I'm going to be getting it or not. It's just a matter of opinion, a matter of time, actually. I'm actually being smarter about what I spend my money on buying game purchases and stuff. I haven't bought a new game It's been a while. I think the last game that I bought or remember buying was either Steven Universe Saved the Light for like the third time, or Streets of Rage. I think that might have been the last game. I'm thinking really hard now, and I don't recall any other game. You know, and it's this guy again. We faced off him before. He was the weirdo with the different, looked like an acid trip of a thing he was taking us through the last time. So right now it's just a straight, you know, one-on-one fight with this guy. He's pretty much testing us to see if we have the metal to join his crew. You'll see more of what I'm talking about when we get to, you know, more parts in this. We only have a couple of more parts left. Until this game, until we're done with this playthrough, we have about 3-4 more parts left, and then we are completely done, folks. But yeah, with that, this guy is defeated. It didn't take us that long. It's nice to have an arrow showing where we need to go next. But anyway, folks, that's pretty much going to do it for this part. I do thank you folks for joining me. You folks have a fantastic day and take care.